Hi, this is David with entry number 1005. It still freaks me out that I've recorded 1,000 of these things. 1,000? Are you kidding me? If you would have told me when I first started recording these that I would be at 1,000 in 3 or 4 years, whatever, probably would have slapped you. Seriously, that's nuts. But I wanted to record today a little thing about home. There's a corny idiom in America that says home is where the heart is. Well, I suppose that you can't really argue with that, but in my life, I lived in 2 places. I've been lucky. I'll never not admit that I was lucky. I lived in 2 places, and they were in the same living area, community. I think they were probably only about 3.5, 4 miles away from each other, one house to another. I was lucky. First house I lived in till I was 15. Second one I lived in till I was, an adult. And that house is gone now. That house has been sold, and my parents are on a divine path down to Baja California, which, if you don't know, is a state, estado, in El Mexico. Ay, 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 ay. Yes. It is true. No, it's good for them. No, I'm happy that I'm happy that they're going. They're building a house from the ground up. They're going to have armed guards and security passes that need their retinal scan and fingerprint to enter the complex. No, I'm feeling very happy about their safety. Actually, none of that's true. But hopefully there will be some kind of security there. It doesn't allow MS-13 and El Chapo into the place like it's willy-nilly. But that's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that home, I'll be honest, it probably wasn't necessary to move there. And moving there actually caused my family quite a bit of strife. Saying quite a bit is in the British sense, which means it caused it a tremendous, horrendous, terrible amount of strife. But, after we were settled, that house really came into its own. And I loved that house. It was big, like over twice the size of our first one. And it offered a lot of interesting experiences for me. I learned a lot about myself, my family. I learned a lot about, becoming an adult. And, in a lot of ways, I really actually grew up in that house, even though I spent I guess I could say I spent my formative years in that house. It was a nice house, but like all good things, it came to an end today. And, my parents worked for everything. They weren't given really much of anything, except when my mom was young. But when they were adults, when they were a couple, I saw them work for everything. And they worked hard for that house. That was an expensive house because we bought it right on the bubble, or they bought it right on the bubble. And, I'm sure they're selling it for somewhat of a significant loss. Well, maybe with inflation, not so bad, but, they've worked. They never stopped working until recently. They both retired very recently. And now they're reaping the fruits of their labor. They're getting rid of this house, and they are moving into a custom, bespoke house down in Baja California. And I'm very happy for them. But just thinking about that house in Sacramento, in Gold River, and the simple fact I'll never be able to go inside of it again. you know, when I left it the last time holding my pooch, my Fergus P, that was the last time I'll ever be there. I'll ever be inside of it. And, you know, it's sad. It is sad, but in a lot of ways, I'm not really someone who holds sentimentality to the highest regard, so in other ways, it's not that sad. But I'll miss that house. It was a good house. And a lot of good memories there. And a lot of negative ones too, but mostly good. We got 2 animals buried there. Hopefully the new people don't know about that. We got my boy Austin is there, and my little boy Milo. Yeah. 2 good dogs. I'll live there for the rest of their lives. It's sad. It is sad, but anyway, I might say more about it a little later, but that's it for today. Very happy for my parents. You know, they're moving on to a new phase of their life, and you know, I won't be there for them physically, but mentally, they got all the support I can give them. Talk with you later. Bye.